Yes, guys, we're live with our highlights video on SFeatleyTV. Right, PSV versus Arsenal. It's finished 2-0 to PSV. Arsenal outclassed on the night. Right, this is going to be painful, but let's get into it.
Henri, chance, Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Cazorla, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great shot! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Right, big up, welcome to SFeatleyTV. It's time for the highlights video. Before we get into it, I just got to make a few things. I've spoken to one of the representatives who have been on the channel before for Children's Disease Foundation, and obviously we're talking about like certain things you can get in terms of the membership. Obviously, with the way things in terms of agreements and stuff like that, she could definitely give out. They could give out pens, badges, and stuff. But in terms of bigger things like shirts or mugs, we would encourage you to go to the shop and donate that way. But I can't really hand out those sort of things. But pens, badges, I'll also be making also SFeatleyTV pin badges as well at some point. Having them produced as for members. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on that sort of stuff. Those sort of freebies as well, and always good to have around, then make sure you do become a member as well. Yeah, 2-0, but anyway, 2-0 to PSV on the night, right? PSV outclass Arteta and Arsenal. We got Broski from Broski Plays, big PSV fan. Manny, my regular co-host as well. But I'm sure Broski, I'm going to start with you. You must be buzzing after that.
I'm in a how do you say, like in some sort of like euphoria right now. I I was so stunned by the performance of PSV that I was like, wow, this is probably the best game we played this season. Even the one against Feyenoord was not this good because we managed to not even like let you guys score. Like we just had a clean sheet against the number one of the Premier League. Like that's insane. We're so proud of that. That's like ridiculously good. And we also, I think, the first team that actually managed to get a clean sheet against your team, right?
In the Europa League, I think yes.
Oh,
In Europa League, yeah, of course. But, well, no, not in Europa League. We drew against Bodo Glimt.
yeah.
No, we didn't draw. We had a perfect record of played 4-1-4.
Yeah,
We beat Bodo Glimt 1-0 in Norway, 3-0 at the Emirates. We beat Zurich 2-1, and then we beat PSV 1-0. So.
Alright, fine.
Did you
yeah,
guys
but
had a match where you didn't score a goal, where you lost?
yeah, but in terms of the overall in the season,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the case in overall the season. If I can just go to actually Arsenal's season, where
No, this season he's right actually, because this season,
this season we haven't.
with the
Yeah,
except,
the only other game we've lost is
Yes,
uh, Man United,
and we
that was
scored
last week.
there.
and we scored
You
in
guys
that game.
scored this match.
So Browski is right. This is the first game where we failed to score.
My God, that's insane. Even though it's
Yeah.
like an away game and it doesn't really matter, still, it's like even you guys
Well,
even
it
brought in your
does in a
first team.
sense. It does in a sense because you've won 2-0.
Hmm.
We now have to get more points than you to finish ahead in the group.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, you guys have to win against Zurich. Like you, if you
At the
if you
Emirates.
draw, then you're fucked, and we become first.
Well,
If we
yeah,
win against Bodo, right?
unless you win,
Yeah.
don't win your game against Bodo Glimt.
Wow, this is insane. The table has turned. All of a sudden,
Table has done.
who would have thought that it actually was possible? Unbelievable.
Why not Spursy? How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well, my bro. Long time no see, my friend. Big up yourself. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do. Please do share it as many people as you can. Obviously, the more people we get in, the more it raises money for the charity. So, really important you do so. Manny, what did you think going into that game?
Yeah, going into the game, when I took a look at the starting lineup, I was impressed in some respects that Arteta was willing to take it seriously enough to name a lineup which more or less had, in fact, if you take, with the exception of Holding and Nketiah and maybe
Lokonga.
Vieira, every single one of those players has started.
Lokonga.
Yeah,
Ramsdale.
Lokonga.
That was really surprising to see Ramsdale starting. Like he was actually pretty poor. I'm not
Sorry.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah,
sorry,
but with the
yeah.
exception of those four, that team had 7 first-team regulars who
Mhm.
played in the Premier League, and so I never expected in any way that they would fail to have any kind of cohesion in that game.
Yeah.
And I just wonder whether, I mean, obviously Ramsdale had to play because Matthew Turner was injured.
Yeah. He was
And I
injured
don't
there.
want, and I certainly don't want to, blame Ramsdale, saying that maybe it's a sign that we should never ever give our first team goalkeeper Europa League game because you don't want
Nah.
to, break that cohesion. But it was logical. But for there to be that lack of cohesion, for them to just allow PSV to come at us and, create those chances
Yeah.
and
But
actually score, it really shocked me. And I was just wondering. I mean, I know, Browski, you said that
Philips
it was
Stadium.
going to be it was going to be in Eindhoven in front of that home
Yeah.
crowd of yours.
And you
And
saw it.
obviously
We have
yeah,
a big
Hang on,
crowd,
hang on,
and they
hang
are
on,
really
let him
supportive.
finish. Hang on.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
are.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, Browski confirmed it. But I have to say, I never expected there to be so much of a difference between the way you performed at the Emirates and the way you performed tonight.
I told
And
you.
yes, you told me. Yes, you
I
told me.
told you.
But consequently, I also never believed for one moment
Mhm.
that the team, which did enough to win 1-0 and also created more chances and also did as well as
And it's
we
actually a
did,
stronger
could
team
suddenly.
this week than it was last week.
Exactly. You said it, Stephen. It was a stronger team. So how could we flop so badly?
Yeah.
And I think here's the
immediately.
key.
Like
And
we
here's the
lost
key.
against Groningen.
Hang on,
That's the reason
Yeah.
why.
hang on.
And
Boss,
here's the
just
key.
let
Here's the
him
key. Here's the key. Here's the key. I'll tell you what the key is. We became complacent. We had this idea that, we only had to turn up to just make sure that we got the point we needed. But instead of taking it seriously enough to at least try and go for the win and try and impress on our trip to Eindhoven, we ended up, completely fluffing our lines after taking center stage, coming an absolute cropper. And I think this, the tables in the Europa League and the Premiership might show that we are top of the league. But I think this match, more than anything else, and certainly the lead up to that in the form of the last 2 games, should convince us, at least, that we are nowhere near as good as we think we are. But at the same time, this isn't the time for doom and gloom. It's the time for realism and a reality check and for something to be done.
You guys
And
still
the sooner
first,
we do
so be happy. It's amazing to be first, and if you guys just keep that up, then there's nothing to worry about, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
Here's the look. This is how I saw it. I thought I saw a team that have been so good for so long, over recent games been very, very poor, and the performances have dropped. From the Leeds United game to the first game against at the Emirates against PSV, then the draw against Southampton, and then the game against then the game tonight. I think we're probably getting a bit arrogant, because then it is probably easy for us to be like that, because we are a young side. All of a sudden everyone's saying about the title race and Arsenal being included in a title race, and maybe some of the players don't know how to handle that. They are still most of those players. If you look at Martinelli and Saka, they're still only 21 years of age, right? So because it's such a young squad, which is by design, so we can't have it as an excuse, because we designed that. We put ourselves in that situation, right? They probably don't know how to handle us being in the title race and the pressure of that, and it's reason that we've dropped. Like, but even so, in that game, we were poor from the get go. We seemed second to every ball. We seemed second to every challenge. Numerous times I saw a back four that wasn't stretched like a back four line. It was more like it as a little huddle in the group, like they do before the start of a game, where they have a huddle in the group to motivate themselves before the game kicks off. Right, that's what I kept seeing most of the time. Looking at sixes and sevens at the back, especially with someone like Saliba, like, though he's got Holder next to him, someone like Saliba would usually mean that it wouldn't be like that. So it was quite. Even for Saliba, he was poor today as well.
I was kind of surprised by that.
I mean,
Matt said that he's like the best defender from your squad. So
well, yeah, but despite that, and despite how many chances that you scored, but because of VAR, I think to be fair, though it's fine lines, they were offside. They were offside, those goals.
it's really close though.
But they were what? But even then, they're warnings. They're warning signs that we did not. Right, I was expecting Arteta after the first one to drop the back line. Stop playing so high. Gakpo is getting in. Your wingers and your striker was getting in too easily, right? So, but we never dropped our line, right? So we just kept getting exposed every single time, right? But even when we did create chances with an Nketiah that was, if you could see the difference between Nketiah and Jesus. We struggle to create chances as soon as you put Nketiah on there, because we've got no space to work with, right? Because no defenders. Your defenders know that Nketiah is just going to sit in between the two defenders, and he's just going to sit there, right?
That's the great thing about a two-leg match. You know what the player gonna do.
Before, and this is the last thing I'll say as well, like, because even when we did create the chances and the balls came in, even if when we were 2-0 down, right, every time there was a big opportunity, it fell to Nketiah. What happened? He skies it, he misses it wide, it ends up straight in the keeper.
He's not experienced enough for this match.
He's not as good enough to be at this club.
True.
That's a fact. He wears Henry's number. Henry would have buried 3 or 4 of those chances tonight.
Yeah, he will actually work in our team.
He could have done it with his fucking eyes closed, right?
True.
The last shot he had on goal, the last one was the most clear of the lot, and he was straight at the keeper. If it was Henry, he could be blind, hands tied behind his back, right? Deaf so he couldn't hear the ball coming to him, and still put the ball in the back of the net.
You guys should loan him.
The guy that was so poor, it reminded me of the Fulham one. We had 5 blatant opportunities that were so bloody easy. I could have put them in the back of the net. You could have done. Manny could have done, any one of us could have done. All he had to do is put it
True.
left or right, and he didn't even
Mm-hmm.
try. It straight at the keeper.
Yeah, that
And
chance for
I'm
Martinelli,
sorry.
by the
No,
way.
hang on. I've got to go on a rant here. Right? If
Okay.
any fucking fan is going to sit there and tell me this waster that wears this fucking shirt of ours, right, that is a fucking embarrassment, right, to the shirt, right, same as Walcott was, and actually Walcott did more than he did, right, even though he's, like, I'm sorry, if you think he's fucking good enough for this club, it shows your standards are on the fucking floor. You're not getting to get a fucking win a league title with Nketiah as a backup. Facts. Not when you've got Man City, who have got Haaland, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, right? And I'm not even talking about their fucking bench. I'm not even talking about their bench, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if you've got the likes of Haaland in their team, and you're expecting us to compete with Jesus and Nketiah, Jesus is alright, but he's dried up. And if he doesn't start scoring again, I'm going to start getting on his case as well. Because it's exactly what I warned everyone. Right? He'll have a run of games where he'll score, and then he'll go for a fucking drought. That means he doesn't score over 20 goals in a season. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got rid of Giroud for the same fucking reason. Right? For not doing so. So why are we now accepting that? Right? And why are we also accepting someone like fucking Nketiah in our side? Right? Same as Holding. These two are prime examples. Holding, look
Holding
at
was
the first
horrible.
goal. Where the fuck is he? He's too busy running in front of him, sliding. Look at me, I'm putting a last challenge in. Right? Pose for the camera. Right? The second opportunity. Where the fuck is he? What's he doing? Fucking
Yep.
nothing. And these people are saying he's good enough to be fucking backup. No. No. No, no, no. Sorry, right? These bloody people, right, that call themselves fans, well, you clearly don't know, you're clearly not that good of a fan, because you clearly don't know Arsenal standards. Because if you really did know Arsenal standards, you wouldn't have them at your football club, right? Because our standards are someone like Sol Campbell, Carlo Toure, Tony Adams, David O'Leary, right? I could go on, Ted Drake, right? So I could go on to about players that they've probably never even heard of, right? Because they don't read up their history, right? But they think Nketiah's good enough to be amongst them not. Yeah, right. Jog on. Sorry, rant over.
That was a bit shocking, but I get why you are really upset.
I'm fed up with seeing it every fucking time he
Yeah,
comes
how
on the
do you
pitch.
prevent him to another club? Give him some
And
experience. Let him just
why
go
he put
and,
Nketiah?
like,
He brought on Jesus. If you
for
put
support.
Jesus if you put Jesus in the centre,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, Manny, I think Manny had to go. He did, but if you had to put Jesus
Oh.
in the if you put Jesus in the
Mm-hmm.
centre,
Yeah.
it'd be 2-1 at least. Because that chance.
Yeah, but Jesus was not good. Like, but that was also the accomplishment of our goalkeeper and of Brandwave, who was having a fantastic match. Let's be real.
Yeah, but also you had Tierney, who'd never, who when Jesus came on the wide left, what's he supposed to do when you've got Tierney who's not even doing anything? He
True,
get
but
forward
Tierney
once.
normally is, like,
You tell
really
me
good,
a time. You tell me one time Tierney got forward in that game.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Tommy Asu got more forward than he did, and he's not supposed to be known to go forward.
no. True. It was just the off day for Arsenal. Let's be real. Just the off day. I think Arsenal is just normally they will like win this match. It's just PSV. They really like wanted to show the fans and everyone about the embarrassment that they had because they lost 2 matches. So I expected PSV to be a lot more different, and I was right. The fact is that PSV is a team that just likes to be dominant at home and have their fans at the side, and they can be really like a kind of dark horse thing. They could just instantly destroy a team without them even like like kind of yeah. See it.
Luke, Stephen, why are you moaning about, seriously, you told me, Stephen, it doesn't matter if we lose tonight. Yeah, because we will beat Zurich, Luca.
I want to ask you something. Can you be a PSV fan? Because PSV
No,
won
no,
now.
no, 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 hang on, before I say it, right, the reason I weren't too worried about it, Luca, is because you're telling me we would lose against Zurich at the Emirates. If you're saying that, then seriously, come on, right? Zurich have not even been on Bodo Glimt's level,
I mean, they won.
right? Let alone PSV's or Arsenal's, right? So if you're telling me they're going to turn up the Emirates and do a madness, right? Think again. Like, come on, like that should be a 2-0 easy. Like, and I think even he'll go quite strong in that game anyway.
It's football,
I'm telling you, people,
Steven.
same. Luca, you've been telling people for the last 4 months when we've been playing well. You ain't been telling me nothing. Right? You've been moaning when we've been playing some of our best football and some of the best football in the league. You've been saying this. Right? Right? You've not been saying it when everyone else has started saying it, which is when we performed badly against Bodo Glimt and then against Leeds, right? You've been saying it from when we were bashing Tottenham, bashing Liverpool, bashing Bournemouth, bashing Brentford, right? And playing some sick football while we're doing it. Right? So you haven't been telling me nothing. You know what I mean? You've been guessing. And partly, and at the time, what really got my gears about it is that the fact is you kept saying it when we've been playing our best football. It made it sound like you were worried about like making sure your opinion about Arteta and Arsenal was right, rather than worry about what's actually best for the club and be happy that we're winning games. That's what really winds me up more, is when Arsenal fans that don't want Arteta, right, or don't want certain players at a club, they're sitting there and just sitting there guessing about, oh, we're going to turn to shit. We're going to turn to shit when we're playing some of our best football and just enjoying the fact that we're playing well. Right? I'm sorry, because any fan that can sit there saying when we're playing well that we're going to start losing games and turning the corner. No, you're guessing. You're not telling me nothing. You've not got any evidence to prove so. Right? And it's just, for me, it's just about proving your points right. And if you want to really prove that your point is right over everyone else's, then it shows you haven't got the best interests of the club at heart. Because I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather be completely wrong about Arteta. Because that means I'll win games. I'll win titles. I'll win trophies. Right? But for me, it sounds like you want to be right. Sorry. But big up, Craig. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean... yeah, I mean, there's not much more I can say on it, to be honest, mate. Like, we were just poor in the midfield. Like, Xhaka decided to run off and do what he wanted to do, thinking the Congas could be like Thomas Partey. Yeah, but that's not going to happen. This result is no surprise to me, as it's been coming for the last couple... Yeah, Craig, we've been saying it the last couple of weeks, right? Right, last couple of weeks we've been saying it, but I'm not listening to fans that were saying it for... Yeah, but I'm not listening to fans that were saying it 3-4 months ago when we were playing some of the best football in the league. Because there was no evidence.
To be honest, every team loses matches. It's normal. It's
This
football.
is what I'm saying. Everyone has a dip. And you may not notice as
We've
well,
done that.
November.
We've
Hang
done
on,
this doing that. So it's
but
no.
Broski, if you're an Arsenal fan, all Arsenal fans will know, I this like this is a time in the season where we have a dip. Right, November's always been a shitty month for us.
Yeah.
Always. But if you look at our history, it's always been a shit month for some reason. Right? We have a poor month in November. We pick up over Christmas into January, February, and then we fall off a cliff again.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's
So
as long as you end up first in the Premier League, right? And you guys have really good players that are really capable of bringing the best that the English Premier League can offer. So I still have a feeling you guys will trash Manchester City because Liverpool can do it too. So why couldn't you? And I see Liverpool, they won against Ajax. So it just shows that we at the moment are the best in the league. They
yeah,
just showed
any fan that wants to come on, there's the link. Any Arsenal fan that wants to come on, by the way, there's the link. Craig, I'd love to, if you're free, I'd love to go out and try and get your opinion on it. And by the way, I'm with you on this. Absolutely, mate. I'd rather be completely wrong. I'd rather be absolutely wrong. I'd rather Arteta proves me in the mud. It's not. Yes, it is, Luca. What fucking evidence did you have 4 months ago when we were playing the best football in the league? What evidence? Tell me what evidence. You didn't have any evidence. There was no evidence. Like you were saying, oh, we're going to turn to shit. We're going to turn to shit. When? And November's always been a shit month. And then we pick it up again, man. Right? If you think we're going to go throughout an entire season, Luca, without having a dip, then you need help. Because we've always, even when we were invincible, had a dip. Where we had a period of drawing games. Right? We ain't getting second. Right, I said it for we get top 4. We know we're.
Yeah, if you guys manage to get top 4,
Luca,
you get Champions League.
Luca, you didn't say it from the beginning. Bullshit.
No, but Steven.
Bullshit. He didn't say it from the beginning. You said we won't get in top 4 at the beginning. Don't give me that bollocks.
Steven, isn't it
Don't
good
give me
that
that bollocks. Let me drag it up because you did not say that at the start of the season. No way.
Don't you guys want Champions League?
Yeah, there's top 4.
Yeah, so top 4 would already be an amazing achievement, right? With all these big teams in the Premier League.
But if we were really ambitious, we would spend
obviously,
250. If we wanted to be really ambitious, we could spend 250 mil, right? That we have in our own pocket. We don't need Quonky to fund it. It's in our.
No.
We have more reserves in our. We have more money in our reserves than any club in English football. So we could quite easily splash 250 mil if we wanted.
Yeah, but it's not the same as United. United has the most money.
No. Well, no, because statistically we have more money in our reserves.
You have more money than United?
Yeah, because of how much we've saved over the years.
Oh, damn.
We have more in 2018. Going back to 2018, we have more money in our reserves than any club in English football. Facts. Right. So I'm telling you, we could spend 250 million if we wanted to, right, in January, and go and get the players we need, and go and push for the league.
Get Messi or something, or Neymar or Mbappe.
But then, to be fair, I think we won't get it until next season. We won't get it till. I think our proper test title challenge will come next season. Right, for me, I just don't think we're strong enough yet. But right, we'll definitely finish in top 4. And I said, if we don't finish second, I'd like to see us try and get second or third to win the league, to win the Europa League. That would be a good enough season for me.
What if you guys play the final of the Europa League?
No, want to win it.
You really want to win it?
No,
Y'all
no,
really good team
no,
from
because we got
Champions League in there.
no, because we did that with Emery, and then 5 months later he was sacked.
Yeah.
No, no. After seeing tonight's game, okay, if Arteta can't play that team, why didn't he start Jesus Saka from? Luca, you just said to me this morning you can't play Jesus and Saka because you want to rest players. You picked
Yeah.
out a lineup without Jesus and Saka in the team.
PSV was obviously going to play with a strong team, and Arsenal wasn't because of the fact that they already are through.
No, some of the players that I was picking out, he was saying this, and I said, why would you play him? He went, because we need to rest players.
True.
So if
I
that was
said
the
in
case,
the preview,
if you wanted Jesus and Saka from the start, why did you put them in your 11, Luca?
because I said in the preview that you guys put too many like the first lineup players in your squad. I was 100% sure that Michael Teta was not going to put as many as them in as in the last game, because of the fact that you guys already got the first place.
See, this is
But
the one. I said I wanted Ben White in there, right?
Mhm.
He was saying, "What? Well, play. You have to play Rob Holding because we need to rest players."
So, I
Well,
was kind of surprised that Jesus and the other the Saka guy didn't got
Bargav, what did you? I gotta ask Bargav. Bargav, what did you make of it all? Well, before we do, I'll just
Well,
go through these
first of
last
all, I mean,
comments. I'll just go through these last comments. We need to beat Forest because at the end of the day, why we risk playing our first tonight. Okay, then why didn't he start? Yeah, no, you're strong. You are wrong about the whole team because right. If you're saying why didn't he start, then you should have put Partey, Saka, and Jesus in your team as your predicted 11. That's what you should have done, not just Holding. So there you go. You say one thing 1 minute, and then you say another thing another minute, and say that you were saying that all along, because you weren't saying top four at the start of the season. I know that for a fact. You saying we weren't because you were saying we had to beat Tottenham and Liverpool to see if we have the credentials to get top four, even though it's 7 games in. So, like, I'm not hearing that. Sorry, go on. Go on,
yeah,
Parker.
First of all,
Big
congratulations
up,
to
Tony.
PSV. Is that
Mhm.
me or?
No, go on.
Oh, okay. I think it is me actually.
Yeah, I think it is you actually.
Give me a second.
Yeah, big up Tony in the chat. Evening, Stephen. Both gonna be good. Long time no
I
see,
am
man.
good.
It's been a while,
I
man.
am better than ever.
I hope you're doing well, my brother, my friend. Never mind, still top. We'll be in the next round of competition. Can we win this competition? Not on that performance, you can't. We have to. But then again, to be fair, if we were going to win the competition, we'll be playing our strongest side.
Yeah, obviously you guys will play with Jesus.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think the
I'm good with you
substitutions,
guys.
the way we did our substitutions, meant that we had to play Nketiah throughout the rest of the game, right? But that's why I wanted him shift to the left because we couldn't sub him off. There was no other options. Bargav, go on, go.
Yeah. So, is it much better now? All right. So yeah, first of all, congratulations to PSV. They did a great. They had a great game. I did not expect it
Yeah,
to go as it did.
expected actually. It's a funny thing.
Yeah, I know you were. I feel like we had to come and take our humbling on this match reaction. I mean, listen. I mean, the Javi Simmons goal was fantastic.
Yeah, he was
I
amazing.
think it was kind of a shame it was disallowed when I think
It was
about it.
coming.
Like, yeah, but the goal itself. I mean, he pretty much skinned 3 people. I'm like,
Yeah.
when do you see that?
Oh, I
Ever?
was so mad that the VAR didn't didn't let it through just because of the stupid offside. It was not even that like obvious.
To be fair,
So
you're getting caught offside so many times.
yeah, but that's because you guys used the offside
Yeah.
trap. That's unfortunate. If you
The
guys didn't do
Gakpo
it,
finish was great. The Gakpo
yeah,
finish.
that chip.
On the,
Woo, that was good.
the headers by De Jong were.
Yeah.
I mean, he missed one, and then he also
Mm.
he scored one. But
I told you guys, Luke de Jong is the best header
Yeah, that was
guy
a
that
big
can
threat.
do headers in the
I mean, you
Europe.
did predict that's where the goals were coming from. I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't think you're gonna be as creative as you were today.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, everybody was poor. Sammy Lakanga was, I think, the worst player on the Arsenal side.
What do you
So it's
think
sad to
about
say.
your goalkeeper?
Hang on, who did
Goalkeeper
you
was
say was the
okay,
worst
but I
person?
think the first half he was okay. The second half, I think, with the punch, I think
Bardo,
everyone's
who
gonna
did
like
you say was
respect.
the worst person?
Sambi Lakanga.
No, fuck off.
Dude, his positioning was all right. The reason they had the goal was because of his
You know who
positioning.
I'm talking about.
Nketiah, yeah.
Get the point.
I feel like you're gonna mention him, but I think Lakanga was pretty up there too. Between both of them, I think both of them were pretty bad. I don't know. With Nketiah, he had what, like 6 chances that Steven was.
Belgab, that interference is really bad.
Where the fuck is this coming from?
I don't know what's going on.
Is it really me?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I will shut down my computer and then I'll come back.
Alright. Sait.
Yo, Steven, Broski, how you guys doing?
I'm doing great. What did you say yesterday? What happened?
Nah, that wasn't me. It was my brother. It was my twin brother.
Okay.
I've never seen you before.
I gave you the pass.
Nah, today we were awful today. We didn't play well. We didn't deserve to win. PSV were much better than us, and we could have lost even more.
Yep.
And fair play to you guys. You guys turned up and you wanted it more.
I'll just go through these comments as well. Okay, I'm not fully disappointed because I think we'll get the job done next week. But however, Xhaka is suspended next week. Means that the Congo party play together next. I'm just annoyed we lost a bit, but at the end of the day, take your advice this morning, right? We will beat Zurich next Thursday, though Xhaka suspended though. Luca, I have to admit, sometimes reading your comments is mad, because like, the literacy, the way it reads out, the literacy is mad. It doesn't make sense sometimes, which is not good. It means Partey, the Congo, we need striker. We need a striker. Right. So okay. Congratulations, PSV, much deserved. I thought we could get a point, but typical Arsenal, save it. Last game, we did this in the Champions League. Luca, that was 7 fucking years ago. Why?
Okay, you have to become PSV
That's
fan.
got no relevant. None of the team is from that time is in the squad now. That's not got any relevance. It's got not even. There's not even the same board. There's not even the same manager. Not the same staff. Not the same players. The only thing that's the same is the fucking owner. Like, why are we bringing something up that was fucking years ago? Like, I don't get it. I don't really get it. Like, Luca, it's the manner how you lost the game today, regardless of quality. Exactly, Tony. That's why I'm still moaning, because the way we played, it was disgusting to watch. Like, especially when we put out a very strong squad, and questions then still got to be asked. I don't think this is Arsenal getting found out. I don't think it's the fact that we're it's the fact that we're gonna start playing like shit. I do feel we're gonna probably struggle this month because it is November. We've always struggled in this month of November, right? But in the end, right, this is just us going through a bad patch, right? I think this is just the natural cycle of a season. You have games where you have played really, really well, and then you'll have then you'll have 4, 5, 6 games where you don't perform well, and then you pick up points again. But as long as when you don't play well, you try and at least get a point, or 3 points, right? That's what makes a difference, right? So there you go. But at the end of the day, Arteta great wrong performances are starting to worry me a bit, but I've been concerned. No, Luca, you said this. You said that we were never getting top four from the start. You said, Luke. First of all, you said we would get top four from the start, which you didn't. You said we won't get top four this season, right? From the start of the season, and um, and B, um, how do I say, you were saying 3 4 you just said in a previous comment 3 4 months ago you'd been saying this when actually 3 4 months ago we were playing some of our best football, right, in the league. We were playing some of the best football in the league against, right. So you 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 either are saying it from Leeds onwards or you're saying it from 3 4 months ago, which if you're saying it 3 4 months ago, right, means you were just guessing and you were just worried about your opinion being right. Because that's the only reason why that you were saying it. Because there's no other right reason. You have to agree though. Since you played Liverpool, your form has dipped. Yes, exactly, Tony. I believe you're a West Ham fan, if I remember, Tony. I'm sorry if I forgot. My memory's like a sieve. Bargav, can we try now?
Yo, Steven, are you sure it's not your side with the interference?
I think it's
No.
Broski.
Oh.
Am I? Oh yeah, I'm eating popcorn.
Hang on, hang on,
Yeah,
right, now go.
Yeah, I think it's fine now.
it's fine now.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, Broski, I'm just going to put you on mute while Bargav speaks, because it seems to be when Bargav speaks, it interferes.
Mm.
All right. So I mean, as far as the game, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, like everybody was poor. I thought Sambi was probably the worst player, but I hate to say it, but yeah, between him and Nketiah, like Nketiah definitely missed some chances, but he also had like a ton of half chances. Also, they weren't like that one chance at the end he should have probably buried. The subs, I feel like PSV definitely deserves a victory because they created a ton, especially after the second half. Headers, I mean, what else? Through balls. I mean, some of those goal finishes that I mentioned in the previously. So yeah, they were well deserved. Pretty much. That's like the story of the game, basically. We were really, really, really,
Yeah,
really poor.
right. Hi, PSV fan here, was at the game. Big up yourself, mate. Thanks for tuning in. If you could share it on Twitch, it'd be really, really helpful. And plus, follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. We're all live as well. But as definitely where the money is made for the charity is on YouTube. So make sure you do subscribe there as well. We're gonna go to player ratings. So gonna start with Aaron Ramsdale, and I'm gonna start with Sait. Just do like your.
Well, no one's gonna get a good rating from me today because I don't think anyone was good. Ramsdale
Was
had a
poor.
poor game. Should have done better on the corner. He's the reason why they scored that goal. So it's gonna be a 3. I think it was awful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right, Tomiyasu. Bargav. I think you was
All right, so I
alright.
mean, I guess like a 2.
2.
Yeah.
He's not that. It wasn't that bad.
But did he go forward?
He did go forward. He was a lot more forward than Tierney was.
Yeah, I mean.
Right, I would have said a 4.
He was 4. He didn't get Gakpo at all.
Like,
Yeah, he didn't contain them. Yeah.
What would you say?
Hey.
No, say. What
I
would you
would say
say?
1.
On Tomiyasu.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he did anything well, and I
He
struggle
did
to
get
remember.
forward. He did get forward a lot and try and create things. Not more than Tierney did.
Atieni was the worst player for me on the field today. But yeah, Tomiyasu maybe a 4.
Yeah, I would have said a 4, mate, not a 2. What would you say? What Bargo?
I mean, all right, fine. It was okay, not great, but
Right, I'll put 4. Like, because no one's getting higher than
a little.
6.
Is that like a little poor?
A little
Yeah,
poor.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's perfect actually. That's it.
Right. I'm gonna go to holding, and I'm gonna go Broski. Go on, bro.
Yeah, definitely one.
1.
He was the worst one because the way how he defended was just horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see any disagreement with that one. I'm gonna go with Saliba, and for Saliba standards, 2. He was shocking today. He was very shocking. Very, very shocking. It's a vast improvement over the last couple of seasons, considering.
Wait, can I
think-
change it? I wanted to.
Trash for holding.
I think she
One
was
in the
zero.
trash.
No.
I feel like I'm gonna remember that moment forever. Him getting skinned and like all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, I don't disagree with that. To be fair, I know a lot of fans won't see it that way. Yeah, mate. I know, mate. Don't worry. I still think we
Oh
could.
wait, there's even lower. Wait, put in just in yellow.
Put in the lowest.
No, that's reserved for one player only. Kieran Tierney. I'm gonna go with say. Sait.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Eddie Nketiah level on TNT today. He got
No one's
skinned. He
going in
lost
the edit. He's not
battle.
going in the Eddie Nketiah level.
Then put him in Arteta sackable level because he was awful today. Tierney.
0.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
0. Like
No, it was
Arteta.
worse than holding.
No,
He's
Arteta's going in the sackable level. They're resigned for 2 people. That's why they're specifically named after 2 people.
but he was way worse than holding. Tierney was
No,
awful. Like
he
he
gets
lost
it.
every duel in the
I know
air. He
he
got
gets a 0
skinned.
then.
He's like
He gets a 0 then.
the disabled brother
If
of
he does it-
Alexander Arnold.
Can I just make a point? If he does it, oh come on, mate, have it out. Like,
Yeah.
this is one
Let's
poor
not.
game. Like, let's if it's every 5 games. Like, if he's doing it for 5 games straight, then I might consider adding a level.
Yeah. But yeah, no, just for this game, he was awful.
0. 0.
I think 0 is nice, but it's your player rating.
Put in trash bin.
Mate, he's in the trash already, mate. What are you on about? Fucking hell.
I just put some trash. That's why I said in trash bin.
Let's go with Granit Xhaka, Bargav.
Ooh, this one has to be the same as Tomiyasu, basically. Or no, he's probably poor. He's probably he's probably on the Ramsdale level.
He got sent off, right?
No, not sent off. Like next game, he's not in the squad.
He's suspended because he did something stupid.
He's so dumb.
No, but he did that so he's not suspended when we go through the second leg. Because if he gets a yellow in Zurich.
That's kind of smart, actually, when you think about it.
Yes.
Because
it's a good
they
game
carry over, don't they? They carry.
Yeah,
over
he carries over. Yeah.
Yes. 3. Bargav, where would you put in 3?
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me say one thing though with him. He can't play with somebody. He has to play with Partey. That's when he's at his best. So.
I think we worked that one out.
Yeah.
How was Odegaard, by the way?
Hang on, we'll get there. Lukonga. I'm gonna go with Broski. Go on, Lukonga.
Lukonga, my God, I didn't even pay attention to him. Probably, he was. I think he was just as poor as.
I want to be a little lenient on him because I know people
when he came
saying
in, but
he's. I think he's probably another Tavares, but I just want to be that little bit lenient because he's
he's young.
still young.
Hey, broski, didn't like Xavi Simmons like nutmeg him today?
Yeah, he did.
I would
Oh,
say
it was
two. I
amazing.
would say two.
You
Like, to
not
be
back
honest,
this
bros.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely
Broski,
nutmegged him. I mean,
what would you
And then
say? Two?
he got us the possession. Like he didn't lose the ball. That was the most insane thing.
Yeah. Broski, what would you
Yeah.
say? Two?
I guess a 1, because if you get nutbagged by Xavi Simmons, then you have a really bad match.
Okay. Okay. One. Ouch. Let's go with who was on the right? Vieira.
Actually, one of the better ones.
Vieira.
what? Sait.
Say
Vieira, disappointed. He was poor today. He didn't turn up.
yeah.
Give him a 2.
Two. Yeah. Luca, you got a 2. Yeah, your Portuguese cousin got 2.
Portuguese cousin,
That's
teabag.
funny.
What other nicknames do people come up with?
Bargav, you're getting Odegaard.
Oh, wonderful. Yep, I wanted him subbed at halftime. I got the sub. He got the sub. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, the captaincy's gonna make this guy undroppable. In games like this is when he's
Yeah, I
supposed
know.
to like take.
I know. We already
Well,
saw
what
that
does
with
that
the
mean?
2
Because he gets subbed off.
I mean, he does.
No,
have-
listen,
Well-
but he doesn't. I think him and Vieira can't play together. It has to be one or the other.
insane though.
Hang on. Let me just get the.
But
red-
Vieira's not been good enough to bench him. So
But he's supposed to be running the games for that position.
Yeah.
The position he plays, he's supposed to be running these games.
Yeah.
yeah, but
not.
he's been better than
disappeared.
Vieira this
I
season.
think
Much
Ergaard had
I
some
don't- I
really
don't
good
think so,
passes in
too.
the matches though.
I
Like
think
some
Vieira's
really.
been awful. I think.
I keep hearing this, but we'll talk about that. I feel like some people say
save that for another debate.
yeah,
on another
we'll see.
side.
That's a good debate for later. But for me, for this particular game, I think he was trash. He's supposed to be the best player on the pitch. He plays the most important position on the pitch.
Wow, that is a big. Wow. Trash. Gee.
Are you telling me that he created anything today? Did he create anything today?
No, but
He
his
did
pass
create a few
was
chances.
Yeah, he did create a few chances.
He did create
But
a
he
few
wasn't great.
chances.
His movement wasn't great. Like him and Nketiah pretty much got in each other's way.
I know that, but he did create a few chances for Nketiah.
So you'd say
Yeah.
one? You'd say one is better?
I'd say 2.
Yeah, I say 2. 2 is like a bit
Whoa.
more grateful for him.
2, yeah, 2, yeah, 2. Because he at least did something.
No, but Vieira was way better than him.
Yeah,
Than
but Odegaard,
too.
you
Vieira didn't create one chance today, even. Did he create? Can you remember one chance that came from Vieira today?
Quite frankly, I don't
Actually, that's a
remember.
good point.
Yeah,
I don't.
That shot that
Hey,
gone
I'm sorry,
over the goal.
Actually, do you know what? Odegaard
Oh, yeah.
goes there, and
Well, that one. That's not a
Tom,
chance.
And Vieira gets a 1.
That went to the snack. What's it called? The
I'm sorry.
snack
Yeah,
bar?
I'm sorry. I'm having to overrule on that one because I'm sorry. Odegaard at least did something.
Yeah, I hear that.
So 2 and 1.
I thought they were both equally poor, but
No,
yeah.
how can they both be equally poor when Vieira?
But
did
one
nothing?
didn't
They're
create
all-
one
Hang
opportunity
on,
even.
hang on.
Of the front
What I'm
fours,
saying-
Martinelli was the best one, right?
No,
like,
but
of the front
Odegaard, hang on,
Nah.
Odegaard.
Nah.
No, we're not talking about Martinelli. Stop throwing
Well,
some other players. Don't throw other players into it. We're talking about
Okay.
Odegaard and Vieira, right? Vieira created nothing, right?
Yeah, but he was out of position. It's not.
He's not out of position.
I mean-
he's a winger as well.
He wants to play
Like,
10. He wants to play 10. He can't play 10 because of this guy.
yeah, but
No, but
he's
the-
not. But when he's been playing 10, he's not been good.
It's also
That's
because
fine.
our
Depends on the
midfield
game.
was so good.
Depends on the game.
Can we just stop, please? Right? I'm just saying this now, right? If Vieira's created nothing, right, but Odegaard
Yeah.
created something in the game, Odegaard
Yeah.
gets a higher score than Vieira.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, it
Okay.
makes sense.
All right, fine.
But Sangare was also really like good
Yeah.
at taking all the balls in Gutierrez. So that's also the reason why those players have been having poor.
Right.
I need to see these. I need to see these Odegaard chances. I'm gonna go out to.
Oh
I'll
my
go rewatch
god.
them.
Like,
All right, go ahead.
then what game were you watching?
I didn't. There wasn't. All right.
I
Like I
think
said-
Bargav doesn't like Odegaard. I think that's the thing. I don't think he rates him.
Look.
You guys didn't until this year
I've
somehow.
got to
So.
move on, right? I can't spend all day doing
All right,
this.
go ahead.
Martinelli. I'm gonna give in to Broski. Martinelli.
Was actually one of the better like substitutions.
You need to speak up, mate.
Yeah, normally he's like Brazilian talent, right? He's like one of the.
You need to speak up, mate. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Like he used to be like the biggest Brazilian talent, but he didn't show any individual class today.
Well, he didn't. He didn't because he didn't have Tierney supporting him. Tierney didn't get forward once.
But still, if you're a player that is that good at football, you shouldn't be
But
like
you've got to count his age as well. You know.
what?
You've got to count the age as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like he would have done a lot better.
Our defense was great
did
today
his job.
again, so that's also
The reason why he didn't got like all the headers were lost because the fact that we had Romayo and Brentwave who were just like they won every single heading duel. So that's all.
Really, what would you give him then?
Yeah, I think 3 makes more sense to me because he still got some chances, in my opinion. And he didn't play. What the hell is Anthony doing? He didn't play that poor. But yeah, it's definitely a 3 then.
Right, Eddie and Ketia. Now, I don't care what anyone else says. I'm having this guy.
0, no, -2.
Man of the match.
This guy. This, do you know what? Even no, look, mate. This level's even too good for him. He should be down here.
He should be down at the bottom, like there, where the sponsors are.
Yeah, he should be down where the
right.
conditions are of the website.
That's where Philip Max used to be.
You see,
Eddie Nketiah was man of the match. I don't know what game
on
he was
opposite day.
he should be down here off the page.
Hey, Broski, what'd you think of Eddie Nketiah? What'd you think of him, actually?
I think he was man of the match if opposite day was a thing.
No. He's lucky he's on that level.
Did you feel troubled by him at all?
No, not at all. Like he shot some ball just over to the they call it like snack bar,
I'm sorry,
local McDonald's, like that.
I'm sorry, but your goalkeeper could have just quite easily sat there and gone, go on, take what shots you like, I ain't scoring. Sat there and read the newspaper.
And he has pure class.
Yeah, but mate, I could have saved the chances he fucking should have had.
Let's be real. That chance where he like did that, what's it called? A little volley. With the bounce volley. That one went to the corner, the top right corner. You know, so.
Steven ain't saving that. No chance.
Not every goalkeeper can save that. Let's be real.
No, I'm sorry, but like the guys, the chances he actually pulled off today. I'm sorry. I would have saved everything. You could have saved one.
I think the biggest issue wasn't the.
You could have saved every single one while smoking a fat Cuban cigar.
I think for me as well, the biggest issue wasn't even the chances that he missed. The biggest issue was his in-game was so poor. Like his hold-up was so poor. His link-up was so poor. Movement was so poor.
The two defenders could have sat on the edge of the box reading the newspaper because he knew he wasn't going to move.
Yeah, I mean, in football, sometimes strikers miss chances, but you have to be in the game, and he wasn't in the game at any point.
Right. Go for the subs. Ben.
Partey came on first, right?
Partey came on.
Man of the match for me.
Yeah.
Partey and Saka came on in the 57th minute.
Partey.
Saka was already in the game, right? Since the beginning.
Partey gets a 4.
Oh.
Or 3.
Yeah, Partey gets a 4. I think he was okay.
Yeah. Saka.
On the middle.
Did the goals happen after they came on? The second one.
The second one happened. Yeah.
Well,
Saka did nothing.
The VAR goals,
guys,
those.
I haven't got the time really. I haven't. Like.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Poor.
Yeah, he didn't do anything special.
Yep. Gabriel
and Ben White, 4. None of them were poor.
I don't know why they came on. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep him on a little.
Ben
Yeah,
White.
you know we were amazing when the highest scoring player gets a 4.
Um,
This feels like the Man City game.
Well, we
Gabriel,
got
I
Gabriel,
feel
hang on,
worse.
Gabriel Jesus.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he even came on. That tells you
he
how
was
good he was.
bad.
Three
My
then.
God.
Yeah, 3. He
Yeah.
was the worst sub.
Yeah.
That's weird because he
And
is
then
such a talented, quality player.
I know but he's not. Yeah, but as I said, people say that he hasn't scored over 20 goals, but he's only done that twice in all. He's only scored over 20 goals in all comps twice
Well,
in his career.
you know what I found so weird is that Arteta brought him in for a defender. That's so strange.
Yeah, but
He
like
wanted to attack, wanted to win the
no,
game.
but
That's a
yeah,
bit like
but
at 1-0, okay, but 2-0, like, isn't that a bit too risky? Like, what if it
yeah,
doesn't
he
happen and you get
completely.
3-0?
I'm sorry. By the
Yeah,
time, no,
because
when he
it
did
didn't
that,
really matter if we lost 3-0, 4-0.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, true.
it did if we went head to head with them. By the time, if we got a draw
I
in the next
mean,
game,
yeah, 10
but
goals.
anyway, look. In the end, like um, he's yeah. He might have all the movement in the world, but at the moment he's not scoring the goals, and this is what I was saying about him. So he needs to change his ways big time. Manager. Actually, no. Let's just not even argue. Manager's getting in there, shall we? I'm not even.
Oh
He
man.
wasn't worse than the players.
No, but you
Yes,
were first like
I'm
really
sorry.
Oh
happy
my
His
god.
lineup.
about Arteta. Now you're like, oh, he's so shit because he lost the
No,
match.
no, no.
No, but
Both of
Steven, come
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
But no.
we have
I
to.
can't. Hang on. I'm
Players
so.
needs to take accountability. They
Yes,
were worse today.
say. I am saying the players were bad. I am. Right? But at the same time, his substitutions were fucking stupid. Right? And
But
wrong.
were they?
Didn't matter.
Like he took on Partey and Saka first,
Still first.
No,
which makes
they
sense.
didn't work. They didn't work.
Yeah, but that's on the players, isn't it?
Ah,
He made the substitution that
the
made
lineup was
sense. We
wrong.
were
His
just poor.
halftime team talk
That,
must have been a pile of shit.
by the way, one thing.
Good for
He did
Nistelrooy.
nothing. I'm sorry. No,
I
I'm
I,
sorry.
I I think the players deserve more critics than
Yes,
the manager.
no, I'm sorry. Both of them are getting it.
Even
It's all round performance. Like you win as a team, you lose as a team, and I'm sorry. Like
Yes, but
he
it
he
sounds
is
like
including.
you win as a team, but you
No,
lose as a manager.
no, it isn't. Say,
But why is he?
no, because I want
But
to be putting these players higher, wouldn't I?
but all the players are rated higher than him, so obviously
Because
you are blaming him then.
the box stops with him,
Steven.
and these certain
Anyway,
decisions are
it's
fucking wrong.
it's your show. You decide. But I think that he wasn't the worst today. I think the players were worse. The
Even what
performance I saw on that pitch
Right, but
was
right. In
embarrassing.
the end, I'm sorry. Yes, both of them were not good enough.
I mean,
Simple.
I don't think he could have made any bad subs though.
Oh,
He really didn't have to do much.
yeah, he made a
I
substitution.
mean, all the good
with
players were on
Jesus.
the bench.
No,
Any
but
sub is a
no,
good sub
no,
at that point.
he made
If you look at it, he brought in all our best
Oh,
players. Like
Yeah.
he brought in Saka, he brought in Jesus, he brought in
yeah,
Partey,
but hang on.
Ben
we
White,
couldn't-
Gabriel.
Hang on a minute. We couldn't then go forward as much as we wanted because he made a substitution which completely opened us up like a can of sardines, right? And I'm sorry.
We went forward. We just went clinical. Look, like all our chances came after the
Yeah, because he
substitution.
kept on the one and put in the centre the one striker who can't fucking score.
But we were playing with two centre
Put
forwards.
him on the left. Put Jesus in the middle.
Anyway, like for me, the players were worse than the performance for me by the players was worse than the performance by the manager. That's my view on
I'm
it.
saying both of them are.
Yeah, I think the players were worse.
I continue. You take on this.
They're both as bad as each other. Alright. Alright, and this has been going on for the last few games now. This is not just a one-off game where you can have a look at the players. This has been going on for the last few games. Right? So you've got to start asking questions. So, there you go. Right? That's my ratings. Well, that's our ratings for that. Let us know in the chat if you agree or disagree with that. Yeah. Any final words before we wrap up? We're literally got
Can I
about
quickly
5 minutes.
can I quickly give a rating for my PSV players?
I haven't got the time, to be fair.
Okay.
They were all amazing.
They were all quality, to be fair, and I think Gakpo probably was man of the match for me.
Yeah, I thought Xavi Simmons was my man of the match.
Yeah, Javi Simmons actually, to be fair, was a man of the match for me, to be fair.
He's only 19. It's just ridiculous how insane he is at that age.
Can I say one thing real quick? First, I don't know if you guys saw the news about Pablo Mori getting stabbed.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's true. He got stabbed in the mall. Him and 4 other people. One actually died.
So thoughts and prayers are with him. Like, I want to say that, like, because it's like breaking news.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Pablo Mori,
He's an Arsenal player that's loaned out to Monza.
It's kind of sad, man.
Yeah.
By the way, did you guys saw in the match 25th minute that crowd was clapping?
Yeah, I hope he's. I'm sending my best to him.
Yeah, that was because of a fan that actually got an accident.
Anyway,
No.
we're gonna
Looks much better.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna leave it there. Make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe. I do think we need to beat. No shit, Sherlock. Nothing escapes you, Luca.
End the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it. Seriously, I'm gonna end it. Make sure you hit the like, you hit the share, you hit the subscribe. Broski, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube.
Like to talk louder with me.
Twitter. Oh yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Broski Plays. On Twitter, Broski Plays. Also on TikTok and on Instagram, Broski with double I official. And it was a great match. It's not a great day for you guys, but hey, you guys are still first, so be happy, be positive. You guys are doing great in the Premier League. I will hopefully be in more streams for you because I like to be here. I like to discuss football, and so this will not be the final time that you will see me.
Definitely, but you're more than welcome to come back.
Yeah, I won't wear this shirt then, just to make it less horrible. Don't worry.
Say, where can they find you?
You can find me here on SFeatleyTV. You can also find me on my channel, King's Football Show, and on Tariq Talks. Big up to the panel
Also
and
in Arteta's assistant briefings.
And as you can read by my name, Stephen is Arteta in. He's actually the captain for the army of Arteta in. So.
Sait's apparently got Josh Kroenke on speed dial.
Hello, Josh. Yeah. Stephen has joined the party. He's officially Arteta in.
The party.
Yeah, okay now.
The party.
Yeah. Hang on.
Sorry.
So Sait's confirmed we're not spending any more money. We're just focusing on top 4. Okay, cool. Told you it's a Sait conspiracy. Where can they find you?
You'll meet. You guys will see me on this channel. Yeah, I just come on here and like love the sports, so I just love talking about it. Subscribe to the channel, join the membership, do everything, pretty much. And yeah, and Kedia, watch out for these player ratings. Get better, please. I don't want to do this ever again.
Yeah. Eddie and KTR, right. Don't care what you think. Get lost. Get out of this club. Give me back the shirt because you don't deserve it. Sorry, truth hurts. Yeah, make sure you hit the like, you hit the share, you hit the subscribe button. Do join the membership from as little as $1.99 a month. It all goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Loads of levels and perks to choose from as well, so make sure you do that. Also, you can donate via the super chat button while we're live, the thanks donation button as well. After we're live on the playback, and also the link to directly to the Just Giving page is in the description below, so make sure you check that out. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you guys later.